Today I'm going to talk about listeria. Listeria is a foodborne illness, and what makes it unique among foodborne illnesses is that it has a very high rate of killing people. It's probably the most deadly pound for pound organism you can acquire through food, and the case fatality ratio may reach up to 20%. It's a bacterial infection, and it really preys upon people who are immunocompromised. So people that are very young, very old, pregnant, immunocompromised. And what happens is, in those situations, it doesn't just cause a GI illness. It spreads systemically through your blood, into your brain, can cause brain inflammation, and can be very, very, very deadly, as I said. In a pregnant woman, it not only could kill a pregnant woman, but even if it doesn't, they could lose the pregnancy because of this infection. So, as I said, Listeria is a bacteria. It's found everywhere in the environment, but it contaminates certain foods more readily than others. One is soft cheeses because of their low acidity, their high moisture level, the fact that they're not aged very long. That's one of the reasons why we tell immunocompromised people and pregnant women to stay away from soft cheeses, because Listeria can often contaminate them. But Listeria can also contaminate deli meat. For example, there's a large outbreak that was linked to a boar's head factory or boar's head processing area where there was contamination of the material used for deli meats. Salads like tuna salad, chicken salad, those can also be contaminated. Hot dogs are another food that can be contaminated with Listeria. And the thing about Listeria is that even if you refrigerate it, it can still grow. It's a bacteria that doesn't really get affected by refrigerator temperatures. Obviously, if you cook something, though, that would take care of it. But some things like ready-to-eat deli meats, you don't actually cook. You just eat them cold. And you can treat it with antibiotics, but the thing is, it has to be recognized that someone has Listeria infection, and they have to get diagnosed with it through, obviously, a culture that's positive. And we think about 1,500 or so cases occur in the United States, but they're often linked to major outbreaks. There's an outbreak right now going on with cheese. The other thing is that when you get Listeria, if you're not immunocompromised, if you don't have any of those high-risk conditions, you might just have a gastrointestinal episode of Listeria and not really know that you've had Listeria. So that number that we see is probably an underestimate, or is an underestimate. But Listeria is an important one to know about, and it's often in the news because of these outbreaks.